I did want to give you a reiteration of what our Captain Rosario Arena just said in your cabins here tonight. Now, we did have a short blackout very, very recently, but everything is back on and we are all good for now, okay? If we do have any more information that we do need to address with you, we will let you know, but for now, everything is A-okay. The technicians are working on it, and we do hope you have a wonderful evening and a great sleep. Once again, we do apologize for coming into the cabins, but wanted to give you an update on the situation, that everything is absolutely fine for the time being, and I'll let you know if you need to know anything else. Alrighty, y'all. Have a great night.
So yesterday, which was Monday, September 26th, we had a scary situation that took place on one of the fun ships. Turned out it wasn't so fun. There was a blackout that took place on board the Carnival Vista. And I have seen in the video clips that I've received and from eyewitnesses, well, I don't know if they're eyewitnesses or not, because it's a blackout. Did you really see anything? But anyway, my point is there was a brief blackout that started, according to the eyewitnesses, from 10:30 to about 11 p.m. As you heard on the announcement, it has now since been resolved. I'm not exactly sure of the cause of the incident. I guess Carnival was trying to put everybody on curfew, who knows? But I will say that that situation could have potentially got a lot worse. Back in 2013, there was a power outage on a cruise ship known as the Carnival Triumph. Now, it's nothing comparable to this. However, they also did have a blackout and the electricity stopped working. This is due to a fire that took place on board. And what happens when the electricity stops working on board? Well, the plumbing stops working. And due to this situation, unfortunately, the passengers for 5 long days in the middle of the ocean had to do their business, number 2, I think you know what I'm talking about, in bags, and people were leaving them out all over the place, and thus this ship was named the Poop Cruise. Now, this is without a doubt possibly one of the worst cruise incidents to ever happen in cruise ship history. So my point is, when it comes to this particular situation, it could have definitely gotten a lot worse. Let's just say when it comes to the Carnival Triumph, they weren't exactly in their most triumphant moment. Now, let's hope the Carnival Vista doesn't experience any electrical issues anymore throughout the entirety of their cruise, as they are currently in the Caribbean. And speaking of the Caribbean, I know a lot of you are wondering, what is the ship doing over in that area? What about the hurricane that is currently heading over to, well, my city of Tampa Bay, Florida right now, and it's set to be here for tomorrow? Well, the captain reassured that they are going to steer clear and navigate away from the hurricane, and everybody's going to be safe. Now, speaking of this hurricane situation, so first we did have to deal with Hurricane Fiona. Unfortunately, Hurricane Fiona did wreak havoc over in Puerto Rico, and I hope everybody over there is doing okay. The hurricane then started to head up north toward Canada, and you had ships like the NCL Getaway that had to reroute and go from NYC. Instead of heading down to Bermuda, they end up heading up north. That way they can avoid the hurricane. And now we're dealing with Hurricane Ian. So now you have cruise ships with many lines like MSC, NCL, Carnival, Royal Caribbean. They all had ships that were heading to the Eastern Caribbean, and now they will be heading to the Western Caribbean, going to places like Mahogany Bay and also Honduras. I also checked on some friends of mine that are crew members for Margaritaville at Sea. They said right now the ship is now moving away from that area and it is not having any passengers on board. However, they have no idea where they are going. They are just going to get out of the way of the hurricane. And unfortunately, they're going to deal with some rocky seas along the way. Now, I know a lot of you are also asking about me because I live in Tampa, Florida, and we do have a hurricane currently heading here, set to make landfall. I believe it's like 2 a.m. And everybody's asking, how come, Jay, why aren't you evacuating? Well, first of all, I just want to say that I am what you would like to call a true Floridian, and the thought of hurricanes doesn't exactly scare me. Now, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, it's just me living here since I was 7 years old. We have had a ton of hurricane scares, and over the past 90 years, from my understanding, we have never had a direct hit. But when we are getting, you know, the news telling us year after year this is going to be the worst hurricane season ever and it's going to hit us and it's going to cause a catastrophic situation and destruction, eventually everybody just becomes naturally numb to the idea of a hurricane actually making landfall of a significant size and actually hitting us. What I mean by significant size, I will tell you, because typically it starts as a tropical depression and it turns to a tropical storm and it turns to a hurricane. That's category 1 through 5. And I'm going to say personally for me, I have dealt with a category 1 like many Floridians that have been here. I want to say longer than 6 or 7 years. I forgot the name of that other hurricane that made landfall. Maybe it was Irma. See, I got to keep track of this stuff. But anyway, it happens so often. So for us, whenever we hear category 1 or 2, we don't really freak out. Category 3, well, yeah, it is time to make sure we are stocked up on supplies, batteries, flashlights, food, perishable foods, all that stuff. So that's what I am doing now. Now, as of today, right now, I was going to do a special video because I was going to tell you guys some more ship life stories and give you some more inside knowledge of what goes on in the cruise ship industry. However, today I gotta go drive around, pick up some last minute supplies that I may need if the stores aren't too packed, and go check on family, friends, check on my son, and do all the stuff. I just wanna make sure everybody that is in my circle is okay, and just like that, we're gonna ride out this storm for the next couple days, and just like that, we're gonna be good. I do wanna say for the people that have reached out to me, whether it be through a comment or maybe you're emailing me, I appreciate that, guys, but trust me, I'm going to be fine. I'm not worried. I'm stocked up. I'm supplied. I'm doing everything I need to do, and well, like I said, we're gonna get through this. Either way, guys, let me know your thoughts on all this in the comment section below. And as always, just know that I appreciate and love every single one of you. The live stream last night was absolutely amazing. Then we had like 2,000 recurring viewers. Not bad for getting back to live streams after months without having one. But I will be doing it every single Monday unless I'm on a cruise or traveling. If not, I will make some changes and kind of pivot and do it either the day prior or the day after. But we'll get it all worked out. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you later. Take it easy.